Kugan Cassius, IFL TV, here with a very jubilant looking Francis Warren. How are you, first of all?
I'm very well. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very excited. And very, very grateful to be part of this fantastic journey. And I ain't being cheesy and I'm not being in a cliche. This is fucking great. It's brilliant.
Did you expect it to go as early as it did?
I knew he was capable of doing that. You don't expect anything, do you? You don't, you don't take anything for granted, but I know he's capable of doing that. And he kept going on about game plan all week, and he executed it, and that's the end result. He's capable. If the capability to retain, to rinse, repeat, retain information, and execute, it's just makes it that's the difference between good and great.
The level of difference in opponent from, say, a Dempsey.
I keep getting asked about young Moses Itauma fighting Oleksandr Usyk and fighting other big names. And my opinion is not someone who don't know boxing. My opinion is someone who has been there and won every single belt, won everything there is to win in boxing, and done very well. Boxing is a young man's game. Like I told Vladimir Klitschko when he was 37, boxing's a young man's game and he waits for nobody. So here's the opinion, you've heard it here first. Moses Itauma will wreck all them old men out of the division. Usyk, AJ, Miller, whoever there is who's old, Zhang, whoever else there is, Luis Ortiz, all these big names of the past are all a spent force. And even the world champion now, if they took my belts and give them to Usyk, Moses will wreck him. Because he's a young man versus an old man. An old man can't mess with young men.
McKean to Dillian Whyte was quite huge, wasn't it? And it was a gamble from your side to take this fight. Even though people were saying that Moses was going to X, Y, Z, it was a gamble.
Well, you think, right, when Dillian was scheduled to fight AJ, people were picking Dillian to beat AJ. Like that, whatever happened after that happened. But that weren't that long ago, was it? In the second one. So the fact that he was such an overwhelming favourite.
This is Max here for Pro Boxing Fans. I'd like to be joined in the Kingdom by Eddie Hearn. First of all, can you break down that knockout for me? What have we just seen in the ring?
Say that again, mate, sorry.
Can you break down that fight? We all knew Moses' talent, but did you expect that?
No, but I didn't know what kind of shape Dillian would be in or what kind of resistance he'd have. But you can't take anything away from Moses. I mean, he's a very special fighter, but now it's time to see him in with someone live and active and durable in their prime, and he's easily good enough to mix it with guys like that. And now it's time to see it.
If this is the end of Dillian Whyte's career, you've shared so many special nights with him. How good of a servant has he been to boxing?
Great. People got short memories, didn't they? Because Dillian was doesn't all of a sudden turn into not a good fighter and turn into. Dillian's a bad man. He just got come up against something exceptional tonight.
2 seconds, Mose.
I've done a lot of interviews this week.
2 seconds. Just the reaction to the win, that's all. Sorry.
What's happening?
Just the reaction to a stunning win for you tonight.
When everybody thought I was going to do it, so where's the joy for me?
I'll just ask you one more question. You know what I'm going to ask you. Turkey's put out that he wants to see you fight Oleksandr Usyk next. Reaction to that?
I want to do it as well, but it's not in my hands, is it?
Would you fight him?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Guy, I just felt this week, I couldn't, like I've been around him a lot of fight weeks, I just didn't feel any kind of confidence or buzz. And I think when I heard that this fight was getting made, I thought that's a strange fight for him to take, and I think you've seen why.
Before the fight, Tyson Fury said he was worried this fight could turn a bit like Jared Hassan White and McCauley. Now Moses is doing it on the big stage, the main event. How big is that for a talent like him?
Again, there'll be a lot of criticism about Dillian, but you've got to give him the credit. Moses, he still went in and did it. There's a lot of good heavyweights that wouldn't have got him out of there that quickly. But what he's got is no fear, and that's a massive asset because he's not yet experienced the toughness of.
I've ticked every box, so if it wasn't my night to win today, it wasn't going to be my night. But I knew that I'd done everything I could to make this night my night. You were still patient, weren't you? I mean, that was one of the things where the team wanted me to get a couple rounds out, so I was like, maybe I should slow it down a little bit, but I saw he was hurt. and we went for it.
Appreciate your time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Francis, Oleksandr Usyk.
as well.
This lean. But look, Turkey's put that out tonight. I mean, we'd all love to see it. Is he ready to fight Usyk?
I mean,
Why not?
why not? Because, you know, he could spend the next year fighting guys that might give him rounds or might, you know, broaden his experience or whatever, and he might dispatch them all in a round, and we're in the same position we are now. So, if we think if we all know how good he is, we know how great he can be. Just depends if he wants to step on the gas now or
The heavyweight division, and that's when you start, you know, just thinking of, you know. So we'll see.
Do you want to see Moses in there with Oleksandr Usyk next, or too soon?
No, calm down. Let's get him in with Hrgovic, Kabayel, those kind of guys, Bakoli, Jarrell Miller. Get the rounds, you know.
You've been going at these guys. You texted Dillian when you were 14 and asked him to go sparring with you. You seem ready. People are saying you're hyping this guy too much. You seem ready for all of them. Are you ready for all of them? What do you reckon, Gareth? I think you're ready.
dispatch a few more people. Because it's not even about, there's no point talking about names because, you know, no one really thinks he's going to do that to Dillian tonight. That was supposed to give us a bit more of a gauge of where he was at. It has given us more confidence, well, given me more confidence, I'm speaking about myself, given me more confidence in the fact that he can step up and mix it with Joe and Ajit and all those guys. But then Joe and Ajit want to fight Usyk and they're ready for that. So
we sat down in January at the beginning of the year and you said by the end of the year he could be world champion.
Absolutely, I totally agree with it. I think you know, just if we can get maybe one in before December and then a big fight in December.
Joseph Parker, Ajit Kabayel, who would you think?
They're not going to chuck names around. I don't think we need to. We're in a great position ranking-wise, but I think he's ready for the big guys now.
Oleksandr Usyk included in that list?
Absolutely.
There's a little merry-go-round.
is he
there.
in the mix? Yeah, he's in the mix now.
Yeah.
I think that's the best phrase to use at the moment for where he is professionally and where he is in his career. He's in the mix, and I think he'll take any of those top. My dad just said top 10. I think top 5.
Right, Francis Warren, thank you very much for your time. I'll let you get back to the rest of your team.
This week, it's been a long old week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Only on the Zone, August 16th.
But he's a brilliant talent.
Last one before I let you go. I was 14 years old when you promoted Jake Paul versus Andy Songib. In the crazy world we live in, Jake Paul could be fighting Anthony Joshua next. Can you provide an update on that fight?
Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua? Yeah. We'll see. listen, if we're asked to do it, we're doing it. But anything can happen.
Moses Itauma, the next heavyweight superstar, faces his greatest challenge, Dillian Whyte, back to remind the world he's not done yet. Itauma versus Whyte. Click the link in the description to buy now.